Hi, this is your host Bhartia, and we are back with our yearly predictions video series. And today we have with us Len Santalucia, Chair of the Open Mainframe Project Governing Board and CTO of Vicom Infinity. Len, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
It is my pleasure. Of course, I'm going to ask you to pick your crystal ball and share your predictions with us. But before that, quickly remind our viewers what is the Open Mainframe Project all about?
The Open Mainframe Project inception was in August of 2015, to be exact. And I was asked at that time to be the governing board chair. And I accepted because I felt that the Open Mainframe Project would bring open source to the mainframe community in a way with good controls, good support of any projects that might occur or start up or want to be started up. And well, I look back to that time up till today, not only has that come true, it has become very true. There's now well over 20 some projects. Some are more busy than others, but still, a lot of them are quite busy, being contributed to very well. People joining more all the time. And as word travels across the globe, which is starting to happen now, we're finding that more people are becoming interested to become members of the Open Mainframe Project. So kind of a roundabout answer, but that's the best way I can kind of give what my feel is of the Open Mainframe Project. It's a lot of things to a lot of people, but it's heavy focus on open source as the mission to become available more and more for the mainframe environment and community.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing the story and also reminding us when the project started. Thank you so much for that. Now, it's time for you to grab your crystal ball and share your predictions with us.
Last year was the 60th anniversary of the mainframe. It was born on April 7, 1964. And ever since then, it has continued to evolve and grow in popularity and becoming more and more of everybody's lives every single day. You know, the mainframe today looks completely different than what it looked like back 60 years ago. But, you know, people who had code running in that environment back then are still able to run that exact same code unchanged in the environments that are available on the mainframe today. And that includes things like COBOL, C, C++, Java, Go, Swift, you name all the modern languages and all of the languages that are around since the beginning of the mainframe, such as COBOL. And now that I look at what's going forward today, I happen to have a peek into the world of the mainframe at IBM, having been an IBMer for decades myself. I stay in contact with them, work very closely with the labs, and there is more mainframe announcements occurring as soon as this year, as a matter of fact. And not only is there announcements for upgradable, shall I say, newer models and newer capabilities in these models, the next one after that and the next one after that are also being worked on as we speak. So it's the mainframes in everything that we do every day. You look at the applications that we run on our phones. Behind most of them, not many, most of them, is a mainframe being accessed for either its data or its application in particular that is in support of the request coming from that application on your iPhone or what have you. So as I look into my crystal ball, it's more promising than ever. There's no signs of it ever slowing down. And I think I can say that confidently because this year, September, I will be celebrating my 52nd year with the mainframe. There are things being that we are a IBM mainframe platinum business partner. One of the things we have to be careful about is not pre-announcing things before IBM gives us permission to do so. But I can certainly tell you that there's going to be newer capabilities, newer applications, newer places that the mainframe can fit that it already doesn't fit today. And there are people who are looking at the mainframe in a totally different way than they ever looked at it before. And in fact, many people who went away from the mainframe are now looking at bringing it back because the promises of made to them that they could replace the mainframe with other alternative platforms or alternatives such as clouds did not quite turn out to be the way that they thought it was going to be and could not provide the service level that the mainframe they were used to. So that's what's causing this repatriation back to the mainframe. So those are some of my predictions.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, what are the challenges you think are going to be there for the whole ecosystem this year?
The challenges will be how fast can I get there, and do I have the resources to get there? Because what the challenges are really today is the lack of arms and legs. We see it as in our company at Vicom that we are being called upon all the time to do a lot of this kind of work. Normally, that organization staffs used to do on their own, and now relying more on outside help from outside their walls, their company walls, to do a lot of the implementation work. So the thing is the need for more resources, more skills to be able to take advantage of all of the the leading capabilities that when the people hear these things, when they're announced, oh, of course they have to have it right away, but then they say, now how are we really going to get there? And there's where the challenge lies, especially in and around things like artificial intelligence. How can being able to get there with the mainframe has, since the Z16 was announced over 4 years ago, the capability of artificial intelligence acceleration built right in it, so it can do inferencing that normally had to be done off platform, now it can be done on platform, and with the security of the mainframes being able to do so. So now getting there is the biggest challenge, and getting there fast enough to be able to keep up with your particular competition that you in your world that you're in. So That's what I think.
Can you talk about what are the things that you wish to happen, but you know for sure they won't happen?
One of the areas that people would like to happen right away, but it's going to take a while, I think, in and around artificial intelligence, enabling artificial intelligence in a way that is beneficial to the business and beneficial to an organization's clients, end users, both inside as well as outside the organization. So that's what I think the focus is going to be, and there's going to be enhancements, as we'll see with this year's announcements in the mainframe, further capabilities in the area of artificial intelligence. That was one of the very main points of the artificial intelligence acceleration unit of the Z16 when it was announced a few years ago. Was one of the main drivers of people moving to the Z16 from Z15 or previous models. Now, as people have found with this implementation of AI on these Z16s, when the Z next comes out, that has to be there's going to be further enhancements to make it even accelerated even more, and so that it can provide more ability to understand and get valuable data and information out of the mainframe's data, which is everybody's trying to get at that data in a lot of different ways. The Open Mainframe Project launched something called Zorse, an AI-based open source project that aims to collect large data set and improve large language model ability to understand and write mainframe code. And this is something that is going to be further help build AI coding tools that will boost the productivity of mainframe software engineers in general.
Now, if you look at these predictions, these challenges, what is going to be the focus of the project in 2025?
I think that it will be leveraging the new mainframe resource. All of our projects, as well as the broad open source community, will soon be able to use the mainframe that the Open Mainframe Project has now. About a year or so ago, Broadcom was kind enough to donate a mainframe to the Open Mainframe Project, and we have been working diligently to make it become available to the members of the Open Mainframe Project, so that they can test their code and their frameworks and really leverage the new mainframe resource. And but we are not made of money at the Open Mainframe Project. We get our main source of funding for money, for resources, is through our memberships. Our memberships is very strong, but it needs to be stronger. We need more people to join so that those membership fees can be applied to this mainframe resource, get it implemented, get it turned on and made available for all of the Open Mainframe Project across the globe. So that's what I see happening here, hopefully see happening here.
Len, thank you so much for joining me today and share your predictions. And as usual, I would love to have you back on the show. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Glad to come back anytime.